3. 1, 2, 3. 4. You cheated.
I did not. I'm going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get to spin to win.
Nope.
Oh.
4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hey guys. How are you guys doing today? We're just sitting here playing a little game. What game are we playing?
Playing the game of life.
The game of life. Have you ever played the game of life? Oh, I have. It's not one of my favorite games.
No.
It takes a long time sometimes.
It does.
But it is also a game about making choices. And I don't necessarily really like making choices all that much. Like, are you gonna have kids? Are you gonna get married? Are you gonna go to college, or are you gonna go and get a job right out of school? And every choice you make makes the game different.
How do you make choices? I mean, you can make choices about what you watch on TV, what games you want to play, how do you treat people? That's a big choice, how we treat people. Do you want to lie to your parents?
Ooh,
That's a choice. What clothes to wear?
And you chose that?
I did. And
We'll do
what to
something about
eat. That is a choice that's made a lot in my house. What to eat. I have 2 growing boys, and they ask me that question all the time.
What if you had to make decisions just based on flipping this coin?
No,
Like
this is never good.
If I flip heads, you have to wear this jacket for the rest of the video.
Okay.
But if I flip tails, you have to wear this sweatshirt for the rest of the video. All right? Heads?
Heads. Come on, heads.
Tails.
Come on,
Are
heads.
you ready?
I can't wear that sweatshirt.
What do you think it's going to be? Heads or tails?
Can't wear the sweatshirt.
Whoop. Boom. It is heads. You have to wear this Christmas jacket
I can do that.
the rest of the video.
I can do that.
Let
Better
me
than
say,
a sweatshirt.
it matches your orange really, really well.
Thank you. I thought they would go nice together.
Yep.
Okay.
It's
So heads, you have to do 5 push-ups. Tails, you have to do 5 jumping jacks.
yeah. Okay.
Can you flip it for me? I can't flip very well. I won't catch it.
She can't catch.
I know my limits. I know my limits, kids.
And what was it? Heads
Heads is 5 push-ups. Tails is 5 jumping jacks.
tails.
5 jumping jacks.
All right, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. It's better than that silly jacket she got on.
I'll pull off the jacket.
Well, what does this have to do with the Bible? I don't know. Let's figure it out after we take this worship break.
Who breaks the power of sin and darkness? Whose love is mighty and so much stronger? The King of glory, the King above all kings. Who shakes the whole earth with holy thunder? Who leaves us breathless in awe and wonder? The King of glory, the King above all kings. This is amazing grace. This is availing love. That you would take my place. That you would bear my cross. You laid down your life. That I would be set free. Oh, Jesus. for me. Who brings our chaos back into order? Who makes the orphan a son and daughter? The King of glory, the King of glory, who rules the nations with truth and justice, shines like the sun in all of its brilliance. The King of glory, the King above all kings. Yeah, this is amazing grace. This is availing love. That you would take my place. That you would bear my cross. You laid down your life. That I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Worthy is the one we praise. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the one we praise. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the one we praise. Worthy, worthy. This is amazing grace. This is availing love. That you would take my place. That you would bear my cross. You laid down your life. That I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. All that you've done for me. Yeah.
Wow, that was a great song. Did you enjoy singing that song? You sing real loud.
It's okay. It's good.
Sometimes.
All the time.
Sometimes. Well, what does the game of life and choices have to do with the Bible? It kind of reminds me of a story in 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 4. All right? And it is about a king named Solomon. So Solomon is the king over all of the people who believed in God. And this is how it starts. The king went to Gibeon to offer sacrifices, for this was the most important high place, and Solomon offered 1,000 burnt offerings on the altar. While he was there, the Lord appeared to Solomon during the night in a dream. And God said, "Ask me for whatever you want, and I will give it to you." Can you imagine God asking you to ask for whatever you want and being able to get it? Man, I think I'd be asking for a lot of money because you're expensive. Maybe I might ask for a lot of time because time goes away fast. I'm getting old. You know, I don't know what I'd ask for. But Solomon in verse 6 says, Solomon answered, "You have shown great kindness to your servant, my father David, because he was faithful to you and righteous and upright in heart. You have continued his great kindness to him and have given him a son to sit on the throne. Now, O Lord my God, you have made your servant king in place of my father David. and I am only a little child and do not know how to carry out my duties. Man, he already knows that he doesn't know what to do. That's kind of crazy.
That is.
Do you ever admit that you don't know what to do? You don't. You just make it up as you go along. Your servant is here among the people you have chosen, a great people too numerous to count. So give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong. So he wants to know how to discern between right and wrong. See, this is before he had the Holy Spirit.
Right.
That helps you and me. The Holy Spirit helps you and me to discern what's right and wrong. And so he's asking for wisdom.
Ooh.
The Lord was pleased that Solomon had asked for this. So God said to him, since you have asked for this, and not long life or wealth for yourself, that's maybe what I would have done. Nor have you asked for death of your enemies, but discernment in administering justice. I will do what you ask. I will give you a wise and discerning heart. Moreover, I will give you what you have not asked for, riches and honor, so that in your lifetime you will have no equals among kings. So he got even more than he asked for. Man. So Solomon didn't want to have to flip a coin. They probably didn't have coins back then. But he didn't want to have to flip a coin to decide what was right and what was wrong. He wanted God to give him the wisdom to know between right and wrong. Wisdom is knowing how to make the right decision based on what you know, not using a coin.
But the story's not over.
There's more?
So he's asked for wisdom, and if he has wisdom, he has to use it.
Ooh.
So we're going to carry on. We're going to stay in chapter 3. We're going to go verses 1 Kings chapter 3, 16 through 28. Then 2 women came to the king and stood before him. One woman said, "Please, my lord, this woman and I live in the same house, and I had a baby while she was in the house. And on the 3rd day after I gave birth, she also had a baby, and we were alone. No one else was with us in the house, just the 2 of us were there. During the night, this woman's son died because she lay on him. She got up in the middle of the night and took my son from my side while your servant was asleep. She laid him in her arms, and she put her dead son in my arms. When I got up in the morning to nurse my son, I discovered he was dead. That morning, when I looked closely at him, I realized that this was not the son that I have given birth to." "No," the other woman said, "my son is the living one. Your son is the dead one." The first woman said, "No, your son is the dead one. My son is the living one." So they argued before the king. And Solomon replied, "This woman says, 'This is my son who is alive, and your son is dead.' But that woman says, 'No, your son is dead, and my son is alive.'" The king continued, "Bring me a sword."
Whoa!
Ooh, this is getting... So they brought the sword to the king, and the king said, you ready for this? "Cut the living boy in 2 and give half of him to one woman and half of him to the other."
What? That's crazy. That doesn't sound wise. He should have just flipped a coin.
The woman whose son was alive spoke to the king because she felt great compassion for her son. "My lord, give her the living baby," she said, "but please don't have him killed." But the other one said, "He will not be mine or yours. Cut him in 2. The king responded, "Give the living baby to the first woman, and don't kill him. She is the mother."
Whoa.
All Israel heard about the judgment the king had given, and they stood in awe of the king. because they saw that God's wisdom was in him to carry out justice.
Huh. So he didn't cut the baby in half.
He did not, because he knew that the real mother would not want to hurt her child.
Do you want to cut Carter in half?
I do not. I don't want to cut Blaine in half. I love my boys. They drive me crazy sometimes, but I love them a lot. And so if something like that were to happen, I would be like, don't hurt them. Don't hurt them. Wisdom can help you as you try to make big decisions.
Big decisions.
I mean, we've got a lot of big decisions. You may be at home, but there's still some big decisions that you have to make. You still have to interact with your teachers.
Ooh.
And your parents.
Yes.
And you have to decide how you interact with your parents. It's very important, how we work with them. Brothers and sisters.
Ooh.
If you miss your grandparents and you can't see them, you still need to interact with them by sending them a note or doing a call with them and just choosing to be respectful when you talk with them. Those are big decisions. Wisdom to clean up your room.
Oh.
So you need to make those big decisions like Solomon and ask for wisdom about how we treat others as we go along. And as you get older, you're going to make other decisions like going to college, getting married, what job you need to take. Those are big decisions. And we want to
I'm afraid.
We want to have God guide us in all those decisions.
Not so afraid.
And go to him every time. And if we lead him, then he's going to lead us in the right way.
Whew. Some decisions you can't leave to a coin toss. Or you'll end up wearing a silly jacket, or having to do jumping jacks, or who knows what else. But if you go to God, he will help you every time make a good choice based on what you know. So, this week, don't flip a coin to make decisions.
No, you'll look like this.
Go to God, and he will help you. I hope to see you next week.